What if the habit you've been told is always safe, always good, always necessary could actually be harming you after 70 if your body has changed in specific ways? Most people over 65 believe walking is the one form of exercise that can never be wrong. Doctors say just keep walking, families encourage it, and seniors cling to it as proof of independence. But here's the mystery that unsettles many physicians. For a growing number of adults over 70, unrestricted walking is quietly accelerating decline, not preventing it. So, why would doctors ever warn seniors to limit walking, and what are they not saying out loud? The early clues have been there for years. Cardiologists noticed certain patients worsened despite daily walks. Orthopedic surgeons saw fractures in people who did everything right. Neurologists observed balance-related injuries that followed the same pattern. Yet the message to the public never changed. Walk more. Walk every day. Something critical was missing from the advice, and it only becomes visible when you trace the cause and effect chain across a lifetime. To understand why walking can become risky for some seniors, we have to go back to where the habit begins. The origins of this issue start in early adulthood. In your 20s and 30s, walking is effortless. Your joints absorb shock. Your heart adjusts instantly. Your balance systems correct tiny errors without conscious effort. Long-term American fitness studies show that walking in early life builds cardiovascular reserve. The cause is strong systems. The effect is trust. You trust your body to handle it without thought. That trust becomes habit. Then come the changes that start quietly in the 40s. Muscle mass begins to decline. Joint cartilage thins. Vision subtly worsens. Reaction time slows. According to the National Institute on Aging, these changes don't announce themselves with pain or weakness at first. Walking still feels fine, but internally, the body is relying more on momentum and less on control. Small imbalances appear, but they're corrected until one day they aren't. Now we reach the shift after 70 that most people ignore. This is the turning point. After 70, the body's safety margins narrow. Blood pressure regulation slows. Nerve conduction speed decreases. Bone density drops, especially in women. According to CDC data, falls are now the leading cause of injury-related death in older adults. Walking itself isn't the villain, but unmodified walking in the presence of certain conditions becomes a risk multiplier. This is where doctors start sounding cautious alarms, often quietly, case by case. The breaking point is usually not dramatic at first. It's subtle. Increased fatigue after walks, pain that lingers longer, lightheadedness, a near fall, a stumble that never used to happen. Many seniors push through because walking has always been the answer. But this is where the cause and effect chain flips. The habit that once protected health now exposes weakness. Then comes the fallout. A fall leads to a fracture. A cardiac episode leads to hospitalization. Nerve damage leads to fear of movement. According to Medicare data, one serious walking-related fall can reduce long-term independence permanently. Medical costs rise, confidence drops, lifestyle shrinks, and families are left wondering how something so healthy could cause so much damage. So, what do many seniors try to fix the problem? The failed fix is driven by old advice. They walk through pain. They walk faster to stay strong. They avoid assistive devices to avoid looking frail. They ignore warning signs because stopping feels like giving up. But research in American geriatric medicine shows that ignoring physiological limits doesn't preserve independence, it shortens it. Now we can finally reveal what doctors are actually warning about. It's not walking itself. It's walking with specific conditions that change how the body responds to stress. The first condition is advanced osteoarthritis or joint instability. Studies show that in seniors with knee or hip instability, excessive walking increases joint inflammation and accelerates cartilage loss. Pain isn't the first warning, altered gait is. Walking longer and farther reinforces damaging movement patterns. The second condition is heart rhythm disorders or poorly controlled cardiovascular disease. According to the American Heart Association, Seniors with atrial fibrillation, uncontrolled blood pressure drops, or heart failure can experience dangerous oxygen fluctuations during prolonged walking. Lightheadedness and sudden fatigue are not benign, they're warning signs. The third condition is peripheral neuropathy, often caused by diabetes or nerve degeneration. When foot sensation is reduced, the brain loses feedback. Walking becomes less precise. Research shows that seniors with neuropathy have significantly higher fall rates during routine walking, especially on uneven surfaces. The fourth condition is osteoporosis or severe bone density loss. This one surprises many people. Walking is weight-bearing but repetitive. Uncontrolled walking increases fracture risk in brittle bones, especially during trips or sudden stops. Doctors often recommend modified load instead of unlimited steps. The fifth condition is balance or vestibular disorders. Inner ear changes, vision loss, and neurological conditions all impair balance. According to U.S. aging studies, seniors with balance deficits are far more likely to fall during walking than during controlled strength or balance exercises. Walking feels simple, but it demands constant micro-adjustments the aging system may no longer manage well. Link this to today, and the pattern becomes clear. Across millions of seniors, doctors aren't saying don't move, they're saying don't assume walking is always safe. The benefit of walking depends on the condition of the systems supporting it. When those systems change, the strategy must change too. So, what can you do today if you're over 60? First, direct action. Get specific about your condition. Ask your doctor not just can I walk, but how should I move safely with my diagnosis? Specific guidance reduces risk dramatically. Second, direct action. Replace some walking with controlled strength, balance, or interval movement. Studies show these improve safety and longevity more effectively than endless steps for many seniors. Third, direct action. Listen to early signals. Pain, dizziness, and fatigue during walking, not badges of effort, they're data. Responding early prevents major events. Here's the clear warning based on evidence. Pushing through symptoms after 70 doesn't build resilience, it often accelerates injury. Smart movement preserves independence longer than stubborn movement. If this changed how you see walking, like this video and share it with someone who believes more is always better. And for the next chapter where we reveal the safest alternatives to walking for each of these conditions, subscribe now. Knowing when to adjust may be the key to staying independent.